What's up, everyone? We've lined up the wildest Karen and Kevin freakouts, from public meltdowns to straight-up racist rants. Stick around, because the way it all ends, pure karma.
Братуш, вы ничего не забыли?
It was one of those nights, quiet, routine, until her phone buzzed. The shop owner glanced at the live feed, and there he was, a guy smashing the front glass like he was in some low-budget heist movie. But this wasn't Hollywood. This was Surrey. She'd been through break-ins before, so she came prepared. Reinforced gate, loud alarm, nowhere to hide. The dude panicked hard, fumbling with the gate like a kid stuck in a revolving door. No exit, no loot, just a whole lot of regret. When the flashing red and blues pulled up, he was done, locked in, and now locked up. Karma served cold.
Okay, Presta.
You ever see someone act like they own the road, only to get smacked by reality 2 seconds later? That's exactly what happened to this smug Prius driver in San Francisco. He cuts off a dude, flips him the bird like he's in Fast and Furious, then floors it with full confidence. Big mistake. He slams right into the car ahead. No time to brake, no time to save face. The guy he just disrespected, laughing so hard he probably forgot to be mad. Road karma's got a funny way of clapping back when you least expect it.
Okay, Presta.
It started like something straight out of a horror flick. Late night, empty road, and then bam, a woman throws herself in front of a moving car. But this wasn't some random accident, it was a setup. Turns out she was part of a carjacking scheme, trying to bait the driver into stepping out. Seconds later, her buddy pops out of nowhere, pretending to help. Classic trap. But the driver, sharp as ever. He caught on quick, hit reverse, and peeled out before things got worse. The wannabe thieves, left in the dust, bruised, busted, and busted up by their own dumb plan. This guy thought he was slick, walking in, grabbing chips and soda like he owned the place, then casually strutting out. For nearly a year, he pulled the same stunt at the same corner store. No mask, no rush, just bold. But one day, karma clocked in. The clerk locked the doors mid-theft, and dude absolutely lost it, kicking, banging, even hurling himself at the exit like a trapped raccoon. After a wild few minutes, he barely squeezed out. But here's the twist. Instead of pressing charges, the owner gave him a job for a day. Chips stolen turned into respect earned.
Братуш, вы ничего не забыли?
Ничего, блядь, охуел!
Some folks really think the world's their dumpster, like this guy, casually chucking fast food wrappers out his window like it's no biggie. But guess what? Someone was watching. A biker just cruising by saw the whole thing and wasn't about to let it slide. He scooped up the trash, gunned it down the street, and when he caught up, gave the guy a little knock. Window rolls down, and boom, garbage goes right back where it came from. The biker peeled off like a legend, leaving Mr. Litterbug stewing in his own funk. Now that's a street-level lesson.
Братуш, вы ничего не забыли?
Ничего, блядь, охуел!
Ever hear the saying, "A stitch in time saves 9"? Yeah, this restaurant owner learned that the hard way. He had a bad habit of neglecting his staff, not paying them on time, and overworking them. One day, one fed-up employee had enough. He'd asked for his pay, got blown off, and decided it was time to teach a lesson. So, he ordered 2 full trucks of manure and dumped one load on the sidewalk and the other right in front of the restaurant. That stinky reminder, it's going to stick with the owner, literally and figuratively. At a live baseball game, the cam zoomed in on a couple. The boyfriend was pumped, ready for his big moment, and went in for a kiss. But plot twist, his girlfriend wasn't feeling it. So what does he do? He tries again and bam, she smacks him right across the face. To make things worse, she dumped a drink and snacks all over him. But here's where karma struck back. Another woman sitting nearby, feeling sorry for the guy, leaned in for a kiss. And of course he went for it, kissing her right in front of his girlfriend. Oof! That sting was felt by everyone, especially her. Sometimes rejection, it bites back with a vengeance. You know how some people freeze up in scary situations? Well, not this guy. Picture this. A quiet day at a gas station when suddenly 2 masked robbers storm in. One with a gun, the other demanding everyone empty their pockets. Instead of doing the typical stay low, stay quiet thing, our hero springs into action. He lunges at the guy with the gun, takes him down in seconds, and just like that, the tables flip. The other robber bolts, leaving his buddy behind. By the time the cops roll in, the thief's begging for mercy. Hero? Definitely. Ever seen someone so full of themselves that you knew a reality check was coming? Well, on a highway one day, that's exactly what happened. Drivers slowed down for pedestrians, and this one lady, totally oblivious, flipped off everyone, acting like she owned the road. As if that wasn't enough, she walked straight into the path of an oncoming truck. But here's the kicker. The trucker slammed the brakes in time, dodging disaster by inches. The crowd? Completely relieved? But let's just say, karma made sure she was paying attention from then on. Eyes forward. Folks, karma's watching. Ever seen someone push their luck a little too far? Well, there was this guy in a red Chevy, always burning rubber and filling the streets with smoke like he was untouchable. He'd somehow dodge the cops every time, until one day, at a traffic light, he decided to show off again. He revved that engine and let loose, filling the intersection with thick smoke. But, surprise, right behind him was a cop car, honking loudly. Caught in the act, his burnout days came to an abrupt halt. Lesson learned, showing off, not always worth the price. You know how it goes, one little distraction and boom, trouble strikes. This guy on a scooter was cruising down the street when he couldn't resist checking out a woman walking by. He was so caught up in staring, he didn't see the scooter right in front of him, and bam, he crashed into it hard. To make it worse, someone passing by filmed the whole thing and couldn't help but laugh. The guy, totally embarrassed and probably sore. Moral of the story? Distractions on the road, even for a second, can really come back to bite you. Stay focused, folks. Ever get so caught up in a staring contest that you forget what's right in front of you? One pedestrian learned this the hard way. A driver, speeding down the road, tried to beat him to the crossing, but the pedestrian wasn't having it. He locked eyes with the driver, like he was in charge of the whole street. Feeling smug, he kept walking, too focused on winning the stare-off to watch where he was going. And then, wham! He smacked right into a pole. Talk about a victory gone wrong. So yeah, maybe don't let your ego blind you to what's ahead. Some people just can't resist messing with things, even after being warned. Take this guy. He was strolling by a lake and saw a barrier pole on the bank. What did he do? He kicked it, of course. Feeling proud of himself, he kept walking, only to spot another pole. And yep, he kicked that one too. But this time, karma had a different plan. The pole wasn't secured properly, tipped over and down he went, face first into the dirt, then splashing right into the lake. Moral of the story? Don't mess with things you don't understand, or you might end up taking an unexpected dip. You ever see karma hit so fast it's almost like it's waiting to strike? Well, This guy was about to teach a dog a lesson by kicking it while it rummaged through a garbage can. But just as he was about to pull off his big move, karma stepped in. He slipped and fell flat on his back, never even getting close to the dog. The footage caught it all. Him slowly getting up, embarrassed, while the dog scurried off totally unharmed. Instant karma in action. Trying to hurt a defenseless animal? That's just asking for trouble. Life really does balance things out. Ever watched a professor shut down a classroom moment in one smooth move? Well, this professor wasn't having it. Two guys in the back were goofing off, one doodling, the other barely paying attention. The artist, feeling a little too bold, tossed something at the guy in front. Cue the loudest laugh you've ever heard. The professor was on it instantly. He marched over, grabbed a popcorn basket, and dropped it on the troublemaker's head. The class erupted in laughter, and those two quickly realized messing with the professor was not the smartest idea. Instant karma, anyone?
There was no earpiece in her mouth.
I love it.
You know what they say, honesty is the best policy, but sometimes it's better to just zip it. One thief definitely learned that the hard way in court. A girl was listing off the items she had lost: IDs, $50, a calculator, and her earpiece. As she spoke, one of the accused couldn't hold back and blurted out, "There was no earpiece in the purse I stole."
There was no earpiece in her mouth.
The courtroom erupted in laughter. That little slip-up made the judge's decision easy. Thanks to his honesty, the girl walked away with $500 in compensation. Moral of the story, sometimes silence is golden.
My earpiece and a calculator.
There was no earpiece in her mouth.
I love it. I love it. For the plaintiff, for the amount of $500, I think it's worth, madam.
Anger can totally mess with your head, and this woman learned that lesson in the hardest way possible. After a nasty breakup, she went on a full-on rampage, tossing garbage, dung, and whatever junk she could find onto what she thought was her ex's car. His friends just stood there filming, probably for the drama. She was determined to make the car look like a garbage dump. But then her ex casually strolls up, not to the trash-covered car, but to a different one behind it. The girl froze, realizing her huge mistake. Too late. The real owner of the trashed car stepped out looking furious. Embarrassed, she made a quick exit. Moral of the story? Don't let your anger blind you. Double check before you destroy something. Ever heard the saying, "What goes around comes around"? This mom got a taste of her own medicine one night. Her son was in bed, all jittery, imagining monsters lurking in the corners of his room. When she walked in, he jumped, and instead of comforting him, she just laughed and teased. The boy tried to shake it off, but karma didn't wait long. As his mom bent down to grab a bag, she got a scare of her own. Her husband was standing quietly behind her. She yelped just like her son did. The boy grinned from ear to ear, and his dad couldn't stop laughing. Looks like the mom learned a valuable lesson about empathy, or at least about not teasing when you're next in line for a scare.
Look at him! Look at this dude! Oh snap. Get him! Get him! Oh, yeah! Yeah! Get him, baby! Tear his head up!
Mess with road rage and you might just get a taste of your own medicine. Picture this, a highway packed with cars, everyone trying to get somewhere. Then, out of nowhere, this one van driver decides he's the king of the road, weaving in and out of traffic, even forcing another car off the road. It was chaos, pure and simple. But just when he thought he had it all under control, karma rolled in like a storm. A police car zipped up behind him, siren blaring. The sound of that siren? Oh, you could almost feel the collective sigh of relief from the other drivers. The van driver's reign of terror was over. And just like that, justice served.
Golly, there he goes again. He'll kill somebody. Look at him. Look at this dude. Oh, snap. Get him. Get him. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Get him, baby. Tear his head up.
In Shenzhen, Guangdong province, this crazy thief swiped a woman's phone and ended up running straight into the courtyard of a police station without even realizing it, all because the woman was chasing after him like a pro. This all went down on a Friday morning, and the thief quickly gave up when he saw where he was. The woman got her phone back and called for help. The police didn't waste any time and caught the thief right where he was standing. This thief had literally walked into his own arrest. And that's a wrap on our wild tales of instant karma. Thanks for hanging out and watching these moments with us. Let's all try to spread a little more positivity with what we do. Until next time, take care, be cool, and let karma work its magic.